Problem 2 asks us to draw a graph for each inequality. So we have x is less than or equal to -5. That means we're going to put a circle on -5. We have the or equal to line, so we're going to fill in that circle. X is less than numbers go to the left, so we're going to shade to the left. Problem 4 asks us to write an inequality for each graph. Okay, I've decided to use x for my variable. My circle is at 0. My circle is colored in, so I'm going to make my or equal to line. My solutions to x are represented by the shaded region, and they are to the right of 0. We know that bigger numbers are to the right, so that we know that x is greater than or equal to 0. For problem 6, we're asked to solve each inequality and graph its solution. We have r plus 18 is greater than 31. I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. I did not have to multiply or divide by a negative number, so I'm not going to flip my inequality. 31 minus 18 is 13. I'm going to put my circle at 13. I do not have the or equal to line, so I'm not going to fill in my circle. R is greater. Greater numbers are to the right, so I'm going to shade to the right. Okay, number 8 is going to require a little bit more work. We're going to have to distribute this -3. So let's see. Let's draw our arrows. We have -3 times -4. A negative times a negative is a positive. Then we have -3 times positive n. So that's -3n. We do not flip our sign because we did not multiply or divide both sides by a negative number. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. That leaves me with 57 is less than or equal to -3n. And divide both sides by the coefficient of n, which is -3. I do need to flip my sign this time because I divided both sides by a negative number. 57 divided by -3 is -19. So this reads -19 is greater than or equal to n, which is the same as n is less than or equal to -19. Remember, we can rewrite the inequality as long as the same side of our sign is toward the same thing. So the point is towards the n, the smaller portion is towards the n, the smaller portion is towards the n. Because the n is smaller or equal to -19. So we're going to put our circle at -19. It is an or equal to, so we're going to color it in. And then we have n is less than numbers are to the left, so we're going to shade to the left. Okay, for this next one, we're asked to sketch the graph of each linear inequality. We got to make sure that we're in y equals mx plus b format. So let's see. We have 5x minus y is less than negative 4. It's not in y equals mx plus b format. We need to rearrange this. So I'm going to subtract 5x from each side. I have negative y is less than negative 5x minus 4. Well, I don't want negative y, I want y. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. Y is greater than, I had to flip my sign, because I divided both sides by a negative number. Let's see. Negative 5x divided by negative 1 is positive 5x. And negative 4 divided by negative 1 is positive 1. So that means my slope is 5. 5 is a whole number, so it's 5 over 1, which is also negative 5 over negative 1. Sometimes I need that, sometimes I don't. But just keep in mind, as long as you switch both of them, they stay equal. But you must switch both. My b is 1. So we always start with our b. And then we use our slope. So in this case, I'm going to go up 5, right 1. I'm also going to go